Come, let's discover the world. You're welcome to 99.3 Nigeria Info. And yes, it's time for travel and culture where we explore the world, vacation, innovation, tourism, hospitality, but of course, staycation, food and culture, everything. We do that here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's travel and culture, and I'm reaching life, to you from Victoria Island in Lagos. My name is Emmanuel Onwuka, and I present this show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an awesome time presenting this show, and today again, we're doing it. We're doing it big today. Trust me. I want to take you on a wonderful destination today, and as always, you get to guess exactly where we're going today on the show. Trust me, this destination is one you love, and as is the tradition here, I'll play you a sound. You send a message on our WhatsApp number, or you call live into the show, or you can drop your comments on our YouTube channel that is going to be live to guess exactly where we're going today on the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go to a wonderful destination for today. I'm very, very sure lots of you are going to love this destination. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our destination for today. Just some wonderful, wonderful music there. Tell me exactly where you think we're going today on the show. From the song that has been played today, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to get 020127709993 020912770993, and of course, for the female only line, 0201 465 7190, and you can send your WhatsApp messages 080 959 75805.
Hello, Mr. Onwuka. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing today? Good morning.
I bless God. Thank you. I think we're
Mm.
going to Sweden. Yeah, Sweden.
Why do you think you are going to Sweden?
Yeah.
Why? How? How did you come about that?
I don't know, but it's just the band itself anyway.
The band. What's about the band?
The instruments exactly. Let me use that. The instrumentals. Yeah.
The instrumentals. Ah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll find out, Miss Oboli,
Most
if you're
welcome, sir.
correct.
Yes, sir.
All right. Um, Let me make an announcement here to everyone who has been a winner on the show. Speaking of, I have your names here: Olaide, Mrs. Oboli. Um, we have Olaide. We have Mrs. Oboli. We have Safi Monday. We have Sade from Ijegun, I believe. We have Igwe Victor and we have Patrick Cable here, who are winners for December. And we'll be rewarding them this very week. So stay close to your phone because I will share a date with you where you have to come to the office and pick up your prizes. But every one of you have to come on that very same day to pick up your prizes. Okay, so please stay close to your phone. A call will come to you today, unfailingly, for you to come pick up your prizes. You've been doing awesome. Whole last month we gave out prizes on the show. It was difficult, yes, but I am glad that a lot of persons, pay attention to the songs. They open up their mind to new music, new places, new destinations, and I'm really, really proud. And I've got more responses from WhatsApp, and this is Olaide here again saying Sweden. And this is Oloyede Adeoye, and he's telling me the name of the song. Okay, tell me the country we are going to. Tell me the name of the country we are going to. And this is Babs from Ajan. He say Babs says it's like this new year. You came for us, Gan. This is very hard though. I'm guessing you're taking us to New Zealand. Wow. Wow. Well, you tried, my brother. You tried. Trust me. And from Peter, he says we're going to Italy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time for us to find out because we've got something coming very soon. Currently making our final descent into Zurich Airport. Please fasten your seatbelt and have your passport ready. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We've just touched down in Switzerland, a close diversion from Sweden, our initial destination. And Switzerland is a country renowned for its pristine landscapes, luxuriosity, and incredible hospitality.
Talk. She make the party. Stop. She get when she go low, when she go low, she go so low, she go so low. Oh, she know, oh, she know, she got me dirty dancing. When she go low, when she go low, she go so low, she go so low. Oh, she know, oh, she know, she got me dirty dancing, dirty dancing. Dirty dancing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we made a quick diversion from Sweden down to Switzerland. Yes, correct answer is actually Sweden. That's the song by Ghost. And yes, they're from Sweden. It's a Swedish band that came together and performed that wonderful hit. But today we're looking at Switzerland just like we did last week. And the reason why I'm bringing it back again for us to be back here in Switzerland is for you to go explore. We had a conversation with the Consul General of Switzerland, Frank Eggman, last week, and he spoke extensively on the relationship between Nigeria and Switzerland, the difficulties that make it, the difficulties, that prevents, or will I say, makes Nigeria not so appealing to people, the Swiss people. And then he spoke again about the Jakba. He spoke about opportunities in hospitality. He spoke about how to get your visas. All of you that have been questioning if you ever tried to travel to Switzerland, why your visas are not going through. Wow. He spoke about that as well. And he also spoke about how to get your visas easily. And for many of you that might not be aware, Switzerland is one of the Schengen countries, meaning that if you have that Swiss visa, you can actually travel to about 25 or to 26 Schengen countries, all there in Europe. So this is actually a conversation that you want to listen to, you want to pay attention to. We have it up on our YouTube channel, but first of all, let's listen to what Mr. Eggman have to say as regards the Nigerian and Swedish relationship. He spoke very extensively on this, and this is part of the interview I had with him.
The next year transfer, the next year rotation, and amongst them was Lagos. And then I was also shortlisted for Chicago. So at the end of the day, the HR from my ministry in the headquarters asked me, okay, Frank, you have the choice. You go either to Chicago or to Lagos. And then I looked at my wife, we had a short discussion, and we said, let us go to a place we would never dream of going to, Who would come on a holiday to Lagos if you don't have a friend here or if you don't have relatives here? You will never put it on your bucket list, And we thought, okay, Chicago, we can fly anytime to Chicago, 10 days holidays, visit the museums and go to the good restaurant and have fun. But Lagos, nobody comes to Lagos, for holidays, at least not from people that I know. And I say, let's go for that because I want to know and I want somehow to kill and to take away those stereotypes we have about Lagos, about Nigeria, and sometimes about Africa. And that's why I'm here, and I enjoy it very much.
So it was your sense of adventure.
It is.
That brought you to Lagos.
Emmanuel, you don't do this job as a diplomat just to go in nice places. Otherwise, you limit yourself to some postings in Europe, and maybe one in North America, and maybe Sydney in Australia, and that's it. No. We decided for this career to go abroad and work for the Swiss government, to discover places, to get an open mind, about what are different cultures about, how do they click, what do they do, and how can we bring that together with Switzerland. That has been now 40 years of my career like that, 12 countries, plus missions, specific missions in Palestine, in Libya. But those are short missions, troubleshooting. Sure. But otherwise, 12 countries on different continents, and that is my last posting. And I wanted to have a cherry on top of the cake, and that's Lagos.
Wow. Now I'm intrigued. You're literally living my dream. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Now, so far, I know the mindset now with which you came into Lagos, Nigeria. How far has that your perspective about the country, how's it been now?
Register for free. Choose from over 200,000 vehicles online. Get your car straight from the USA and Canada. Financing is available.
Of course, you can go on our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM and go listen to the entire interview with Mr. Sam Eggman. He spoke really extensively, as regards the relationship between Nigeria and Switzerland. And one of the things that really hit me hard, as a Nigerian, was actually what he said as regards the airports in Nigeria, saying they were uncoordinated, and very different as regard when you compare it with other airports across the world. And I take it, I take it as I see it, from his statement, more of a wake-up call to the people in the aviation sector, the federal government, that we need. This is like the very first place. Now, every one of us, we are African, we're Nigerians. There's one place in our house where we make sure is always spotless and clean. A place in our house we make sure is spotless and clean, and that's the place where we welcome visitors. Inside our house, maybe untidy, might not be so great, but there's one place in our house that's always spotless. I remember growing up, and you don't go to the living room like that. No, you don't go there. You don't play there. That's not play zone, because that's the first place that visitors come to, and that's our airports. That's our airports, and our airports cannot be left untidy. Cannot be left the way it is. You look at Qatari airport. You look at Singaporean airport. Different countries. Nigeria is no longer a country that is just functioning. We are the economic hub. We are attracting people from different countries across the world. Our population is making us, very popular internationally. And the very first place that people reach when they come into this country is our airport. But then you go to the airport, not because Mr. Sam Eggman said this, but because these are things that we experience there. And things are uncoordinated. Thankfully, one of the wings was recently, will I say recent now, opened, and it's beautiful. It's nice. But I feel we can even do much more better. We have many very great interior designers in Nigeria. We have very great architects in Nigeria. Why can't we come up with something really resounding? Something that would literally, anybody from across the world who is coming into Nigeria is taking up their phone and making videos and pictures of it. Something that really speaks truly of us. How old is the old terminal at the international airport? And this new terminal at the airport, how does it really reflect the real true Nigerian spirit? What's there that carries the full Nigerian spirit? What are those things inside of it than just the normal functionalities? I think there should be something much more that people outside of the country would see as a welcome testament that you've come into Nigerian airport. Now, regardless of the time of the day, whether you go at rush hour or whatever, when you land at international airports, there's this wave of even our brothers, South Africa. When you go to their airports, once you land there, you see things differently. Their international airports, there's an intentionality towards how it's built and how it's catered for. I believe that this is a wake-up call to every one of us, because I want to see Nigeria go. I want to be able to invite people to Nigeria. Let's take some of this. Some of these people who came in for Dirty December, and you compare them. You check their feed, like their social media feed. How many of them took photos at the airport? When you track their social media feed, and this goes back to those people in the tourism industry, in the aviation, this is your own feedback. This is how you review people's experiences, people's expectation of the airport. Check their social media, track their social media feed, people who are traveling back to Nigeria. How many of them are taking videos, pictures of the airport, of themselves inside of the airport? Do they even have the time, or they are just trying to protect their luggage at every point in time? Do they have time to relax? Because if the process is smooth, you see them have enough time to take pictures around and, collate photos if they feel very comfortable there. But if they feel like something is amiss, or if they don't feel comfortable, they would not even feel the need to take out their phone and start making recordings or taking pictures, whether they are visiting Nigeria for tourism or for content creation. Because they are all about the process. They want to get their bags. They want to do this. They want to do that. And I think that's something that we should look at. Frank Edman has addressed this right now. And from someone who is a diplomat who has worked in several countries, I think is a wake-up call again to our country. And for many of you who are thinking of Jakba, well, he spoke on that as well. And for many of you who are in the hospitality industry and you're thinking of getting higher certification or training, well, you might want to also go back to that interview. Like I said, it's on nigeriainfo.fm on YouTube, and you can go there and listen to the entire episode. Drop your comments and tell us exactly what you think. So many of you have listened and given me reviews and feedback, and you're asking for another sitting with him, another interview with him. And some of you have sent your questions, which I actually appreciate. You sent your questions on the areas that you also like him to speak on. Unfortunately, we might not be able to get him live on the radio because his Saturday schedule would not permit it. But I would see how I can have him sit down again and we'll ask all of those questions. So as many of you as are listening right now and you have questions, you watch the interview and you have further questions, drop your questions on the comment section and I'll take it up from there. I would have him answer and respond to all of the questions. It doesn't matter whether it's visa related, whether it's relocation, how you can relocate with your family, because everybody's looking at opportunity. What are the possibilities of remote working there? Do you need to learn a new language? Are they very receptive of foreigners? Those are some of the things that you might want to ask. But then, I'm not the one doing it. I just want to create your thoughts. On YouTube there, you can go there and listen and watch the entire episode and then give me your feedback on the interview and further questions or comments on the interview. But Lagos, that's as far as we take it on the show today. I'm seeing some of your messages here. Let me see how many of your messages here. Patrick Obo, yes, we're coming to you. You get a call today. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of this program. I'm looking forward to your feedback very soon. But next week, Saturday, we'll come here and give you another episode of the program. And before I go, a very huge shout out to the Chinese community in Nigeria. Today is actually the Chinese New Year and it will be celebrated in Lagos. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get tickets for participants on the show today. I had planned to give out tickets, but unfortunately it's a closed event and tickets are not so accessible. But I'll do better and see how I can bring more for this year 2025. You know, as it concerns other nations here in Nigeria, whether it's Netherlands, Switzerland, I'll try and see how I can get 1, 2, 3 persons from the show participate in all of these events. Lagos, I'll be back here next week Saturday. Don't go anywhere. The show continues.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, torn uniforms, and dirty shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
It's 2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hard Facts.
The model of Rebolo was genuinely interested in local government funds who have protested to be cancelled. Somebody is receiving 30,000 naira after serving the country for 5 years.
From the stories shaping Nigeria's future.
And he don't put my mood further. Whenever people are clapping, he's praise singers when they ought to be telling him the truth.
I mean, he did not do any remarkable thing in your state, and you are celebrating corruption time.
To real-time feedback from you, the citizens.
There is propaganda. They can never make it work. I will not support that tax reform. If NBS is turning out very fake data to us, because this data lacks empirical evidence.
We dig deep with the decision makers, hold the powerful accountable, and keep the conversation alive on social media. Join Mary Ann Okon every Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the most interesting news and current affairs show on radio.
I'm so sorry. I hate it when people make assertions from very skewed and biased places.
Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is The Portal on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Are you a resident in Lagos? Do you own a business or are you unemployed? Learn how to access and manage resources for your business. Listen to The Portal, on 99.3 Nigeria Info every Saturday from 11 a.m. as we discuss employability, funding, business management, working business strategies, and so on. You will learn from business experts, captains of the industry, and young entrepreneurs. The Portal every Saturday from 11 a.m. Brought to you by 99.3 Nigeria Info in partnership with the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund.
Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.